Have you ever wondered what makes someone a successful entrepreneur, not just in business, but also in life? Steven Bartlett, the author of The Diary of a CEO, didn't start with much. He was broke at 18, dropped out of university, and built a multi-million-dollar company by 26. But what's more fascinating is not his success. It's the 33 rules he learned from failure, growth, and experience. Today, we'll take a journey through some of the most powerful lessons in his book. Let's begin. Chapter 1, Success Leaves Clues. Steven says, if you want to be successful, study people who already are. He believes success is not random. It follows patterns. That's why he spent years talking to CEOs, artists, athletes, and thinkers. They all had different journeys, but their decisions, values, and disciplines often overlapped. The first rule? Learn obsessively. Steven didn't wait for school to teach him. He taught himself. From psychology to marketing, he was constantly learning. You are not what you achieve. You are what you repeatedly do. Chapter 2, Pain is a Signal. When Steven was younger, he felt like a failure, rejected, broke, and insecure. But instead of ignoring pain, he started asking questions. Why am I hurting? What's this trying to teach me? Pain, he says, is information. It tells us what to fix, what to face, what to change, but only if we listen. That's rule number 5 in the book. Listen to pain. Don't silence it. Chapter 3, Build with Purpose, Not Ego. Steven admits that in his early 20s he chased recognition. He wanted applause more than meaning. But over time he realized that building a business only to prove others wrong is empty. One powerful quote from the book is this: if your dream only serves your ego, it will become your prison. He encourages us to build things that solve real problems, that help people, that reflect who we are. That's when true satisfaction begins. Chapter 4, Discipline is the Shortcut. Steven is not a fan of motivation. He says it's unreliable. What matters is discipline, waking up when you don't feel like it, finishing what you start, choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. He built his first company by waking up at 5 a.m. every day. He worked while others slept. He read while others partied. It wasn't about talent. It was about doing the hard things, consistently. Chapter 5, Your Environment Shapes You. Steven talks a lot about influence. He says, if you're around 5 lazy people, you'll become the 6th. That's not just a quote, it's a warning. Who you spend time with will shape your habits, mindset, and goals. He made the hard choice to leave behind some friendships. He replaced them with mentors, books, and people who inspired him to level up. Change your environment, and your life starts to change too. Chapter 6, Your Story is Power. Steven struggled with public speaking. He was afraid of his voice, but he also knew vulnerability creates connection. So he told his story, the fear, the insecurity, the imposter syndrome. And people listened, because authenticity is rare and powerful. People follow people, not perfect images. One of his biggest lessons? Share your scars, not just your trophies. Chapter 7, Be Ready to Let Go. Sometimes success means saying goodbye. Goodbye to toxic people. Goodbye to an identity that no longer fits. Even goodbye to your own company if it holds you back. Steven left his first company at the peak of its success. Why? Because it no longer aligned with who he was becoming. That's Rule 29. Don't hold on out of fear. Growth often feels like loss first. Chapter 8, You Don't Have Time. One of the most honest chapters in the book is called You Think You Have Time. Steven reminds us, life is short. Too short to do work you hate. Too short to wait for someday. Too short to live for other people's approval. There is no someday, there is only now. This urgency pushed him to act, to write, to build, to say what mattered. If you want to change your life, start before you're ready. Chapter 9, Silence Isn't Empty. In a world of constant noise, Steven values silence. Every morning he takes time to reflect. No phone, no music, just thoughts. Silence is where clarity lives. That's where he asks, what am I avoiding? What do I really want? Am I still aligned with my values? He believes great decisions come from stillness, not speed. Chapter 10, Write Your Own Laws. The final and most important rule in Steven's book: write your own laws. Yes, the 33 rules are powerful, but the goal isn't to follow someone else's path. It's to discover your own truth and live by it. A successful life is not one that looks good. It's one that feels good to live. Final thoughts: what this book teaches us. The Diary of a CEO is more than a business book. It's a journal of growth, self-discovery, and courageous choices. It tells us success isn't about being fearless. It's about being honest with yourself, your dreams, your time. If you take one thing away from this video, let it be this: the most successful people don't have all the answers. They just keep asking better questions. So what question will you ask today?